good, are we bad, et cetera. And then I proposed some kind of a layout here of that. The second one is simply an open-ended.
Can I interject on the first one?
I think I'll do what you did, which is, let me get to the bottom of it, and then you can have a comment. Touche? Okay, thank you. So the second one on the open-ended is simply as if Dr. Harder said, hey guys, what's with the change orders? Can you give me a comprehensive change order analysis? And when you think about it, this is kind of a, gee, why didn't we think of this before? Simply say to the district, tell us about change orders, from your perspective. So that's the intent of number 2. And it's not meant to be facetious. I don't mean to be flippant about it in any way at all. And then the change order briefing statements, this came from the training and some of the verbal discussion afterward, the training that talked about the 5% and the 10%, having to do with change orders. And I just think, even though we're 16 years into this, getting it on the record, getting a statement from some of these outsiders about the change orders. I still think we've got money to spend and things to do, and we, the CBOC and the board and the community and everything else, probably ought to get as good an understanding of change orders as we possibly can. So that's the intent of these briefing statements on number 3. And the Gompers thing, we had a quick little pre-meeting on this, and that's probably not going to happen. This is just one that kind of has annoyed me because when we went on that tour, Greg, the SGI construction manager, Greg, I think it is, yeah, he just says, hey, I got change order analysis, and I've been around all this time, and so I said, well, give it to you. I'll give it to you, he said. So anyway, I think so my request to my colleagues here is to either vote on 0, 1, 2, or 3 or 4 of these as something the CBOC would like to have a response from the district on. And I'm not going to be hurt if somebody says, Waller, this is too much, and we're overwhelmed, and besides, we're going to get pushback from the school district on it either way, anyway. So that's the purpose of this. They just wanted to formalize a request, get a response from the district, and we'll see if any of them have any legs. I wouldn't bring it forward if I didn't think there was some value in each one of these, but I'm not going to go on any longer than I already have.
Are you making the motion?
I'm not making the motion.
Lisa has a comment.
So,
on number 1, I truly believe there's value in having data. However, the 54 school sites have 581 sub-projects and projects that are completed. So it would be a tremendous amount of work on behalf of the Primavera team to pull that together. And so on this particular report, I would like to have an opportunity to go back and see maybe what's a reasonable dedication of time that we could do on something like this. We're going to be having a team meeting, and there's a lot of reports that we need for our own operations that we need to make sure that they're accurate and complete, just as we do the KPI report too with all those changes. So I'd like the opportunity to go back to the Primavera team and just really take a look at what we might be able to do that could have the same outcomes that you need.
Are you just asking for ones that have change orders greater than 5%?
No. Well, if you read in the recap, I think it does say 5%.
It does. Just ones greater than 5%.
And let's remember that this is a huge database, and queries are done all the time. And I think it was primarily Chad who did the one for the backup sheets. These little fancy sheets for the project summary report. He's the one who put those together. And so anyway, my request is, if there is a motion, I'm not going to make a motion. So if there's a motion from the CBOC, yeah, let's get a formal response from the school district on anywhere from 1 to 4 or 0 of them. So
Is it on all of the school projects or just the ones greater than 5%?
Each of the 54 school sites have projects that are in closeout as per the KPI.
Right.
Well, I would like to send this back to staff and have them look at it and come back with their suggestions and recommendations for us to look at.
Well, that was the purpose of the vote, was to say whether this is of interest to the CBOC enough or not. So that's fine. We send it to staff with them to respond without a vote. That's okay with me. I just wanted to put it in front of my colleagues and say, is this worth it or not, yay or nay? And if the district wants to respond to all 4 of them without saying yay, us saying yay or nay, great. I don't really care.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to ask this UK to staff to look at